Hey fam, it's your mentor Josawo here again with another tutorial. So in this video, I'm going to show you one of the best strategies that you are ever going to come across on the internet. Okay, so this strategy basically works for volatility indices, it works for crypto, it works for currencies. All right, so if you are a forex trader, you are a crypto trader, you are a static index trader, just know that this one is going to work out for you. I've been using this strategy for quite some time, and I've tested this strategy on different markets, and the outcome is like what, very great. I also use this strategy as my personal strategy where like I show this in my student mentorship group. Okay, so I'm going to share like everything you need to know about the setup. As you can basically see from here, we have the V75, V25, which have static indices. We have BTC, which is a crypto, Zaro, which is like Meta, GBP, JPY, USD, JPY, which are like currencies. Okay, so I'll just basically delete all this stuff. I'm going to show you first how to set this up. Okay, I'll show you how to basically set this up. The process is like very easy. So I'll just use volatility v75 for this setup. All right, you can use any asset class of your choice, whether it's crypto, forex, or indices. So the first thing you basically need to do is like we are going to add up our indicators. After setting up our indicators, then I'm going to like what show you now the things you need to look out for before you enter a trade. Okay, so if you are basically using iPhone, you are going to come to the top where you are seeing this plus and you are seeing F. This is where you are going to add indicators. If you are using Android, if you tap on the screen, all right, you are going to see like a circle, and you can basically see arrow for like indicator. So for the iPhone, if you touch the screen, you are going to see what indicators here as well. Okay, so we tap those the screen here or press. All right, you come to indicator. The first indicator which we are going to basically use, okay, you come here is what, the moving average. On that trend, you look for what, moving average. I'm going to go very slow. Okay, so you guys basically grab the concept step by step. Make sure you take screenshot, or you take what, your book, you pen this down. All right, so we are going to change this. All right, so you look for moving average. We are going, the period is going to be 1414. The shift is going to be 0. The method is going to be exponential. So if yours is not in exponential, you see simple, smooth, linear weight, just select exponential. Okay, and you have apply to. All right, this apply to is supposed to be close. So if it's in open, high, or anything, just select what, close. Okay, you come to the style. The style here, just follow what I'm exactly doing. Okay, exactly doing, we are going to select like green. Okay, select like what, green, and we are good to go. This is green. So if this line is decreased, just increase it like this. Okay, if yours is like this, just make sure you increase and you press what, this straight line here, this thick line. Okay, so the period is what, 14, the shift is 0. This video is going to be way longer. I just want you guys to like not ask a lot of questions and all. So period is 14, the shift is 0, method is exponential, apply to is close. The level, forget about the level, don't touch the level. Okay, time frame, all time frame, whether you are a snapper, you are a day trader, you are a swing trader, the strategy is going to work out for you. Then you tab in done. You tab in done. So now what are you seeing? You are seeing what, the 14 moving average. Okay, you are seeing the 14 moving average on the charts. All right, so this is basically what you are seeing. This is our 14 moving average, which you are seeing on the chart. So we are done. The second indicator which we are going to now add is what, another moving average. You tap the screen, come to indicator again, you go to main window. All right, you come to what, moving average. Then now we are going to change this period from 14. All right, we are going to put what, 50. All right, the shift is going to be 0. The method is going to be exponential, apply to is going to be close. All right, then you come to time frame, it's going to be the same time frame. You change this style now. All right, you are going to change this to what, red. Okay, after I change this to red, if the line is like just like this, all right, you increase the thickness. Okay, you increase this. So that's basically it's 50, 0, exponential, close, all time frame. You tap this. All right, so we have added what, our 14 exponential moving average and that of what, the 50 exponential average. So these are the first two indicators that we have just what added. Okay, you can basically see from here, but we are not done yet, so I need to explain to you, all right, about this indicator. So let's just finish with our indicator setup, then I'll explain to you how to enter a trade with this strategy, where to set your take profit, where to set your stop loss. Okay, you need to exercise patience. So the third indicator which we are going to use now is going to, you just tap here again, tap the screen, all right, you go to indicator. Now you are going to come towards this main chart. You look for an indicator called stochastic oscillator. So you scroll down under oscillator at this point, you look for stochastic oscillator. So you are seeing after relative vigor index, you are seeing stochastic oscillator. You tap the stochastic oscillator. The period, okay, K period is supposed to be 1. The D period is supposed to be 1. The slowing is supposed to be 1. The price field is supposed to be low, high. The method is supposed to be simple, all right? So make sure if it's not simple, you keep it as simple, all right? Then the levels, you come to this level, we are going to take what? 20, 80. 2080. So here you want to basically select what? Black line, all right? Then you select this one here as the take line. So the description of this one is 20, this one is 80. Okay, so 2080, that's the level. Time frame, you want to see what? All time frame. Okay, all time frame. So this main one, you can just select what? This blue. Okay, you just select what? This blue. Signal, you just like what? Increase this again, all right, just draw like this again, then we are good to go. So you see the blue and you see what? This red. Okay, then you tap in done. So now this one is not that too like okay. So what we are going to basically do, we go back to the indicator. Sorry, you tab in, go to indicator, you go to what? Stochastic. All right, so we are going to reduce this one. We are going to reduce this one. All right, it's way more better like this. Okay, we are going to reduce this one a little, so the red now is not that too what? Visible. Okay, the red is not that too what? Visible. So this is what? Our stochastic. All right, this is our stochastic. You can basically go again to stochastic to look at the setup. 111 low, high, simple, 2080. All right, this, the main one is blue, and this signal line is like just like a red. Okay, so we are done with what? This. We are done with this. Now it remains what? One more indicator. So you are going to understand this strategy. Don't just say like you are adding a lot of indicators and all. Don't worry, it's going to make a whole lot of sense shortly. You come to indicators, you type in what? Now instead of you going to main window, you come to indicator window 1. Don't make the mistake, just go to what? Indicator window 1. You tab here, you go to moving average. We are going to change this period now to what? 10. Okay, the method is going to be exponential, then the shift is going to be what? 0. Okay, apply to is going to be close, and we are going to change the style to black. You are going to change the style to black. All right, so increase this lines here, and that's basically it, guys. This is basically what? Our setup. All right, this is basically what? Our setup. This is basically what you just want to basically like what? Just do. So I'll explain to you how this particular strategy like work. So firstly, what I want you to now do is like I want to explain the key component of this particular strategy. So you see where this arrow is pointing. All right, so we have what? This 80. This 80 is what? Our overbought. What do we mean by overbought? It means like if the black line now, basically this black line, which is what? Our 10 exponential moving average, where you are seeing this arrow pointing, if the price was continue to push up, the buyers continue to push the market up, push the market up. When it reaches here, it means like it was overbought, which means the buyers are going to lose their strength, they are going to lose their momentum. It's just like when you are moving, or you are trying to climb a hill. You climb. At the end of the day, you are what? Tired. You will be standing and you say, okay, let me just rest a little, then I will continue what? My journey again. Okay, so this is basically what does this basically mean. So this black you are saying is what? Our 10 exponential moving average. So when this black line, okay, this black indicator, yeah, this black moving average, I would also say this black line, so it's easy for even beginner to understand, crosses above this one, this line you are seeing here, okay, this 80 level, this is our 80 level. When it crosses here, it means like what, the market is what, overbought, so which means the buyers have basically pushed the price up. So now you want to be looking for what, your sell opportunity, but we'll come back to that. Then we have what, this our 20 level, okay, we have this our 20 level. This our 20 level basically is like what, our oversold. It means like what, the sellers what, have pushed what, the price way down, okay, the seller, where you're seeing this arrow pointing, the sellers have basically pushed the price way down. Now what, they are exhausted, they are tired again, okay, so it's about time now for you to be looking for what, your buy opportunities. So this is basically where you are seeing the 80 level and what, the 20 level, okay. So this is basically it. This is our 10 exponential, our 10 exponential moving average. So you can basically see, right, what's happening here. You see this black line, what, price crosses, and you see from the chart what, this crosses again. So now let's come back to the chart, so I'll explain some key components. You might want to ask, how do we what, use this, all right, to enter a trade? How do we use this to enter a trade? So now, one thing I want you to pay attention to, you need to follow this and follow this very well, because they are very important. This is what I've been using and they have been working out for me. So you basically need what, to pay attention to this. Make sure you take your pen and you take your book, you write this down, because they are very important. All right, pause the video now, go take a pen and what, your book, so you write this down and you can continue playing this video again. All right, so now the first thing which you basically need to do, okay, we are going to talk about what, the time frame. When you want to start analyzing, when you want to enter the market, try analyzing from what, the H1. This is the hour 1 time frame. When you see H1, this is what, hour 1. Try to see what the market is doing from the hour 1. So you can use what, 4 major time frame here, in as much as you can use all time frame, but let's use what, 4 major time frame. You start looking at what, the market from what, the H1. After the H1, you go to what, the M30. That is the 30-minute time frame. All right, you can basically see they are what, equal, right? They tally. The H1 is showing us what, sell opportunity. I'll come to that to explain more. This is showing 30 minutes, showing us sell opportunity. Then you go to what, the 15-minute time frame as well. The 15 minutes is also what, showing us sell opportunity. How do we know this is a sell opportunity? Because what, the market is what, forming lower low, lower high, okay. The market is forming what, lower low, lower high, lower low again, okay. So that's what, a bearish market structure. You can also what, use the 5 minutes for our guys that are what, trying to scalp. All right, they can also use what, the 5-minute time frame as well, and it's going to basically work. So you want to start looking at the market for this strategy from what, the H1. You go to the M30, M50, which is basically my entry. All right, this is the time frame which I use for my entry. So from the H1, I move to the M30. So I will just focus on the H1 and explain to you guys. So that's the first thing you need to do. All right, now we have what we call the what, thunder crossover. We have what we call the thunder crossover. So now this is very important. You need to pay attention to what, the moving averages, okay, the ones on this chart where you are seeing this one pointing. So you already know we have what, the 14, and we have what, the 50 moving average. So currently you can see like what, the 50 moving average, which is this red, crosses over what, our 14 moving average, which is what, this green. So one thing you must basically look for entry, okay, is like what, the thunder crossover. So this is what, a sell signal. All right, this is what, a sell signal. It means like what, sellers are now in control of the market. What did you also like what, notice? You also notice like what, it also happened there, right? From our 10 moving average, this black line, also the market was drop. Now, are you just going to enter like that? There are a lot of factor confirmations you need to watch, but this is what, one factor, okay, one confirmation. Like what, when you see what, either the red line crosses above the green or the green crosses above the red, that's what, an opportunity, a confirmation. So in this case, this is what, a sell confirmation. You come here again, you need to look at what, the stochastic. All right, this 10 moving average, this black line must basically what, tally Okay, it must basically what tally with what the what current market from the chart. So if you are set, I'm setting black line because what my background is currently what black. If you're white, sorry, if your background is like black, you can set a white also. For you to basically set that, you just need to what go to what your setting. You come to chart here, all right. You come to basically chart, then you come to what colors. You can see skin background, all right. So you can basically change here and everything. So this is not this for this particular video. Let's continue. So you might want to ask, well, how was I able to get white background? So that's how I was able to set my white background. You can change your black to white or white to black. Does that if you are changing your white background to black, this color must not be black because it's not going to be visible on the chart. This 10, okay. So now we see we have what the thunder crossover, and we have also this crossover happening here as well. So do you want to immediately enter on the trade in the trade? No. All right, you need to make sure like what this 10 moving average crosses above below this what 80 level. Not just because it's forming like V shape means like what you need to enter the trade immediately. You need to basically exercise patience. There comes in what the patience. That's why most of you enter trade and you say, ah, this strategy is not working for me. The reason is what you are not exercising patience for the strategy to what meet all its confirmation before you enter. So now you basically what enter the trade here. Okay, so I'll delete this. This is not the only confirmation. That's what one confirmation. You look for what the thunder crossover. The next thing is what you need to focus on what your demand and supply level or support and resistance. Okay, so you need to basically what focus on what your demand and supply level. Okay, so you can just take what your zone. Don't be seeing this as what don't use horizontal line to basically draw. For example, you just take this line, you draw, say this is my support. Now you don't want to basically do that because if what market breakthrough, the market drop, okay, if the market now drop like this and the price crosses here, you're going to say, ah, this is a breakout. So this is going to be like kind of what fake breakout. All right, it's going to push you to enter the wrong trade. So what you want to basically do is like what you want to what use zone. So you draw what this zone. So even if what price reaches what this particular zone, you know like what this is still not a breakout. Even if price reaches here, it's not what a breakout. All right, if it crosses this zone now, you like, ah, this is what a breakout. Okay, a breakout. You might want to wait for the retest or this. You can watch my support and resistance video for that. So now you need to pay attention to key what level. So now after you have drawn what this particular zone here, okay, you have drawn this support zone. Let's say after the crossover you want to basically enter. If you want to basically enter, you need to, like, for example, you wait for what BOS. What do we mean by BOS? Break of structure. These are all the lows. So when you basically see a breakout here, don't forget this is the 1 hour time frame. So just a single candle here, if we go to the 15-minute now, it's going to be over 4 candles. Okay, it's going to be over 4 candles. So now look here, after we have what this is what our lower low. Okay, the price was the sellers were able to push this all the way down here. So if this particular what we have what our break of structure, which means now we are going to have another new low. Okay, we are going to get what another new low. So with our new low now, what is what telling you like what the sellers are now in control of the market. You are seeing lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. All right, so that's also what another thing again you need to look for. All right, break of what structure. Okay, BOS. Then you can also add what chart patterns. What are these like? What chart patterns? You can look for what double top, double bottom. All right, triple top, triple bottom, as well as what your confirmation. Just that for you to basically what enter the trade, the what this black what candle, all right, this black indicator, all right, which is the 10 moving average, should have crossed this 80 level. If you want to enter for a buy trade, you must basically what allow this one to pass this 20 level. Okay, not when it's like below. Even currently when you see this what candle, you might want to basically enter, but it's not what advisable for you to enter. You need to what exercise patience. So after doing all this your top down analysis, you come to what the 30 minutes and you can basically see what the crossover. Okay, the crossover basically happens. So now you want to wait when the price reaches here. That's the time you want to basically enter. The first confirmation is like what we have what the thunder crossover from here. All right, we have the thunder crossover from here. The second one is like what? We have break of structure. This was the recent low. Now we have what? Another new low again. Okay, we have what? Another new low again. So one thing you must pay attention to is like what? This chart you are seeing, this green and red candle, all right, on the white screen, must be able to tally with what? This indicator, this stochastic at this particular point here. Okay, this stochastic at this particular what point here, it must be able. So after the crossover, you see we have also what? Crossover. The market was just dropped. So now what are you noticing? You are noticing like what? This is trying to now what? Buy, right? Are you going to enter for your buy trade now because you are seeing what? Green candle? No, you need to exercise patience until what? This black indicator, or this 10 moving average crosses above this 20 level. That's going to be what? A very good opportunity for you to enter. All right, then you also what? You can also exercise more patience. You wait for the crossover, or if you don't want to what? Wait for this crossover, the most easiest thing you can do is like what? Wait for what? Break off structure. Okay, so now you know like what? Higher high, higher low. If you don't know about market structure, you can basically check my market structure tutorial. Okay, it's on the channel. So you can just basically what? Exercise patience like this. Okay, this is the 30 minutes. You exercise patience as soon as what? Price what? Keep pumping up, okay, and it reaches here, it form another new high. So this is going to be what? Higher high, we have higher low, higher high again. So you can just enter here and you wait for what? Your TP should be at what? The most recent high. So if I was going to what? Enter a trade now, the take profit was going to be at this particular point. Why? Because the buyers have been able to push the market up to this point. So if they basically form another high again, there's possibility what? Price might just move up to this level, like this level, or it reaches here. So this level can basically be one level for you to take your partial profit, and the final profit at what? This particular level at the top. Okay, so the confirmations we use are what? The thunder crossover. We focus on supply and demand, that the supply and support and the resistance. Okay, then you can also what? Look for what? Market structure. All right, so this is what? A bearish market structure, because we are forming what? Lower low. Let me take another arrow. So we are forming what here? You are seeing lower low. We have what? Lower high, lower low again, another lower high, another lower low, lower high. So this is what? A bearish market structure. You can see from the crossover that basically happened here again. So now let's look for what? A bullish. Let's look for a bullish. Let's see what the market basically like did here. So let's look at this one. So what happened at this particular point is like what? We have like what? A crossover. Okay, so this is what? Our first confirmation. Are we going to enter? No. We have our crossover from here, and the next thing is like what? We also have what? Our crossover, right? We have our crossover from here. So we have what? These two must tally. The next thing we can basically do is like what? You wait for, you just draw your key zones. Okay, so you draw what? Your key levels like this. Okay, so this you are waiting now for what? Price to basically what? Just break this structure and you enter what? For your buy. Why is it you want to basically exercise patience? You want what? Price to form another new higher high. Okay, so what happened? Like when we form a new higher high, there was break of structure at this particular point, right? A new high is formed. What did you notice? The price just move up. Okay, the price just what? Move up. So this was going to be your take profit point. All right, this was going to be what? Your take profit. This was the previous high. So which means like what? The buyers are able to push the market all the way here. So you can basically see here. So we are supposed to hit what? Our take profit, and the market even move up. For you to set your take profit, you just need to look for what? The previous high or the previous low. So in this case, when price basically enter here, what? We are going to hit what? Our take profit. For you to just say like, for you not to say like this is just what? Luck. I'll show you couple more. All right, I'll show you couple of this trade again. Let me just delete this one. This video is going to be long, but I want you guys to understand this very well. So let's look at this sell opportunity. Okay, so what happened? Our first confirmation is what? We basically need what? Our crossover. Okay, this was our crossover. Then you must be able to identify the crossover also on your chart. So let me just delete this farm. If you are finding value in the file in this particular tutorial, ensure you subscribe if you have not subscribed to the channel. Like this video. I'm Josao. I'm from Sierra Leone, West Africa. All right. So yeah, Sierra Leone also have traders as well. So you see the crossover also occur. Yeah. So now we have identified what our crossover point. All right. So what did I mention from the initial start? I mentioned that what price must be able to cross the 80 level before ever you enter for your sell, right? So that's the first thing. We say what the thunder crossover. The next thing which you must do is like what you focus on supply and demand, or support and what resistance. So you look for what this recent low, right? Look for this level. You draw what your zone. Don't draw horizontal line, draw your zone. So now what are you going to wait for? Just for price to what drop after the crossover, for it to break what this level. Okay, you are just waiting for price to break this level. Then you are going to set what your sell stop order. As for example now, so this was what I was going to basically like do. You set what your, okay, let me just delete this. Let me just delete this, just a minute. So this was going to be what sell stop, right? You set your sell stop order. So as soon as price break this one, you will now know like what you are supposed to what enter the trade. Okay, you are supposed to what enter what the trade. Cause why? We are waiting for what BOS. What is this BOS? Break of structure. So this was what our previous low here. All right, so market basically break this low. Are you going to enter immediately? No, you are going to pay attention to the body. The color of the candle is not important. All right, you need to pay attention to what the body. You have like what the Macbosa candle, which has what a big candle with what no wick at all. Okay, it can be green or it can be red. That's what I taught in my mentorship program and all. So if you are not part of the mentorship, you can basically join the mentorship. So you look for what this BOS. All right, then after with the next candle, then you can now what just enter. Okay, you can also look for what patterns as well. So you see we form lower low, lower high, another lower low again, then the market starts what ranging. Okay, the market starts ranging. You want to ask, where are we going to put what our take profit? You look for what the previous what low, right? The previous low, which is here. That's where you're going to what set your take profit. So let's look for what another opportunity again for what buy. This is what another buy opportunity. See the crossover. All right, so the market drop first. This was what the crossover. So you saw the crossover. You look for what the recent low. At the end of the day, you wait for break of structure. At the end of the day, then you can just go ahead. So now you can basically identify like major levels like the support and resistance. You look for break of structure. You can also add what chart patterns. Okay, you can also add what chart patterns like what the double top, double bottom, the candlestick patterns, also like the bullish engulfing, the bearish engulfing. You must be able to know how to locate them. The bullish engulf is located in the support, the bearish is located in what the resistance level. So let's open another chart. Let's open BTC. Let's open BTC. Then we go to what the H1. Okay, let's open BTC. Then you go to what H1. So now you what did you notice here? Let me just delete all this one. So now we saw what our crossover here. All right, we saw what our crossover at this particular point. So after the crossover, are we just going to what enter? No, you can basically what exercise patience. Like this is the H1. Okay, if you basically want to like what day trade and all, so you can just exercise patience, wait for what the break of structure. But I always enter with the 15 minutes, so you can basically see from the bottom here, right? So what I would do is like, yeah, I use the 30 minutes, analyze, and at the end of the day, yeah. But what I normally do is like what I just what go to the 15 minutes to look for my entry. Okay, I just look for the 15 minutes to look for what my entry. So this was going to basically be it. After here, what was I going to do? Look now for, I'll just draw this structure. I'll just draw this zone, and I'll just wait for price to basically break this zone. All right, then I look for what a bullish candle. Like you can see here, this was a bullish like what candle where the arrow is pointing. You see the body is like very big. Then at the end of the day, you have what smooth, right? You can basically see also from when the crossover occur, right? You can see like what a very bullish momentum. All right, there was not even a kind of like what reversal at all. Okay, there was no reversal until like later what the market what caused drop down a little and does what move back up. So what does this basically mean? Now you saw what the current market price here is what, and the candle is what are you going to enter for, continue to enter for buy, or you enter for sell? No, what you basically need to do is like you exercise patience, wait for what the V shape, all right, for what the market to drop and it reaches what this 80 level before you can basically enter. What you can basically do is like what you wait for break of structure. So you just draw what your zone, you just draw your zone like this. Okay, draw your zone like this. So how can you locate this zone even on the stochastic? This is what the zone. You want to wait for price to basically break this. In this kind of situation, you want for price to basically break this one, then now you can just enter for your trade. All right, you are seeing at the bottom, you wait for this break, then at the end of the day you can now what enter your trade, so like this. All right, you enter your trade like this. Hope you guys are understanding this. I'm taking my time to explain to you guys so you guys can basically what understand. I've showed you guys how to set your take profit, how to what set what the stop loss. Okay, the recent high, or the previous high or the previous low. Okay, after like for example in situation like this, let's say you want to enter for what your sell opportunity, you draw like this. Okay, so your entry was basically going to be like what this particular one, your entry is going to be like this. So you can just basically like, okay, let me set what my stop loss at this particular point. Okay, this week here. All right, so even if price like what reverse, it's not going to be a problem for you to go up and what hit your take profit, or you can even move what the take profit above what the week at this particular point. All right, then you can go for what 1:2. Make sure your trade always is like what 1:2. What do I mean by use of reward of 1:2? If you are risking $1, you are supposed to make $2. That's how you become what profitable. Okay, not 1:1 at all. You are risking $10, you are supposed to make $20. You are risking $50, you are supposed to make what $100. So I'll go to gold again. I'll go to gold so you know like this stuff work in all pairs. I'm trying to test this one. So we saw what our crossover here. After our crossover, we saw our crossover here, right? After the crossover, market moved on a little and it's like what start troubling, move to the upside, then we have what a break of structure, right? So that's why I say what you need to exercise patience to wait for a break of structure. This was the low. All you need to do is like what you exercise patience. You can only make money with this strategy if you exercise patience. After the BOS, the break of structure, then you just what enter. It was going to be a sniper one. Now we are seeing like what the market is turning to the upside for what buy. Are you going to enter now? No. All you need to do is like what you exercise patience until price what reaches this above this 20 level, right? It's reached above this 20 level. If you want to have a solid entry, you can even wait for the price to form what another new higher high again. All right, so at least when you enter, you are sure of like what using your ideal lot size to what make money. You wait for the price to break this structure. Yeah, all right, you wait for the price to break what this structure. Yeah, or you can basically exercise patience for the price to what break these two structure, this one. All right, so if the price break this structure now, you are like, so okay, let me just go up. This is going to be what a massive. You just try to do this. Where is your take profit going to be? Your take profit is going to be here, because why? The buyers have been able to push price up to this particular region. Okay, buyers have been able to push price. So if you enter here, where do you think your stop loss is going to basically be? Like your stop loss is just going to be like all the way down here. Okay, it's just going to be all the way down here. So you go for what 1:2, at least risk to reward. You are risking $100 to make $200, even more. All right, so guys, this is basically it for this strategy. I've just showed you. I don't want the video to be way more longer than this one. In upcoming videos, I'll be taking live trade to show you guys like this strategy really work, and I've been using this with my team and all. If you find value in this particular tutorial, it's going to make my day. If you subscribe to the channel, if you have not subscribed, like this video, share this video to others if you basically can. Currently this video is going to be private, so by the time you are watching this, it means like, yeah, my team and I have made a lot of money, and yeah, they decided to allow us to share this out to the community. So you can basically see here again, this is gold, guys. This is gold, you see. So I will take the final last pair, GBP JPY, which like you guys have been trading. You see the crossover. What did you notice here as well? it's what just solid. Now the market is like what ranging, right? So all we are supposed to wait for is like what you wait for your sell opportunity. You have the crossover, you have what your break of structure. Yeah, when the break of structure occur, then what it's a massive sell. Alright guys, so that's basically it. If you have any question, drop them in the comment section and I'll be happy to respond within 24 hours. You can use this to trade indices, you can use this for crypto, you can use this for currencies, alright, and whatever market. So you just need to use this with your mobile phone and basically start making what the money. Make sure you watch the video over and over again. Practice this on your demo account. Make sure you are very comfortable trading this in your demo account. At least take 50 trades. Make sure you journal to know at least, okay, after 50 trades I've been able to win this particular amount. If you have any question, write me by Instagram or Facebook at Joseph Say Concept, and I'll be able to respond to you and give you assistance. If you have any other further question, something probably you have something here that you did not what understand. All right, I'm Josao from Sierra Leone, West Africa. Thanks a lot guys. See you in upcoming